It's an honour to have Essendon Footy Club give something back. It's a great, unique partnership we have.
Really happy being able to do this and jump at the chance to do it again for sure.
I've seen the power of football and what sport does. It's a social fabric of the community.
We'll start off by asking you about that experience. It was like almost in a completely different world.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a massive eye-opener for all of us that went up there, and something I'll never forget. And yeah, it's fantastic just to see what footy and sport can do for a community. Yeah.
And what did you learn about yourself on a trip like that, and what do you learn that you can use, I guess, in your football career and in life?
I guess you just appreciate how lucky we really are when you go to communities like that. You know, it was fantastic to see that they had introduced some schooling programs for the kids up there, and I think that's really helpful, being able to develop the kids as they grow up. So I guess that's something that I took out of it with even their elders. Some of them couldn't even speak English, read or write, so that's due to the lack of schooling they had when they were younger. So yeah, I guess it was an awesome experience. Yeah.
That's something as being a footballer, you get sometimes exposed to experiences like this, whereas if you weren't a footballer, you mightn't ever find yourself up in the team.
Well, for sure. That's you know, certainly one of the benefits through the Essendon Footy Club, and the luggage were fantastic to sponsor the trip, and it allowed us to experience that. So very grateful for it. Yeah.
Just on the footy side, I guess the first couple of years you've been at the Bombers, the club started really strongly and then sort of faded out. I know it's only 2 losses so far, but is there any sort of concern that I know James mentioned the poor training last week. Is a bit of complacency seeping in? Yeah, well, I guess we had dropped off our training standards a little bit, and this week we've been really upbeat on the track. So no, I think we'll be right. We're still playing some really good footy. You know, a bit disappointing on the weekend, but we're really looking forward to ripping this week. And yeah, I don't see why there'd be any other reason to drop off again like we have in the last couple of years. Yeah.
It's a big Dreamtime game, this one. I mean, they're all pretty big, but I think it's the first time you both in the top 8.
Yeah, no, massive game. I know Richmond are playing some excellent footy as well, so no, we're really looking forward to this one. Yeah, it's going to be a massive game for us.
What about the occasion that this day and this moment of football calendar has become? You're pretty lucky at the Bombers. You've got Anzac Day, and this Dreamtime game is almost as big now. Yeah,
for sure. No, it's you know, it's unreal being able to play in the biggest games in the AFL. So I guess with such a proud history of Indigenous players coming through the club, and you know, still with a lot of boys there now, it's fantastic that we can play in this game. Yeah.
Do you expect Ellison, I think it's Flastoon, to feature any more prominently in your planning after what they produced against the D's in the week?
Boys are going; those two are travelling along very well. You know, that's exciting young talent for the Tigers, but I guess we also have some exciting young boys coming through as well. So, but yeah, certainly they'll be 2 to look out for. Yeah.
And Benny Howlett's, you know, had a very good year. I think you started the sub on the weekend. Was that purely as a matter to refresh him without having to make him miss a week?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, Benny, I guess we just sort of tried to manage his loads a bit, but I think he gave us a real spark when he came on, and certainly one that you want around the footy, yeah.
A couple of the boys had mentioned that the SADA interviews had taken a bit of a toll. Yeah. Is that likely to ease up, or can you get your heads around that so it won't influence you this week?
Yeah, well, I suppose the interviews are a little bit draining, but you know, once you're around the footy club, and you really forget about it all. So it'd be good to get them all out of the way, of course. But no, we're going through all that at the moment, and just ready to rip in and play on the weekend. Yeah.
Good to get Courtney back in there.
I reckon get Des back in there. Why not? Yeah, he'll be right.
I know Hurley's availability is going to depend on, you know, those sort of technical concussion tests, but how have you found him in the days since the game?
Yeah, we trained this morning, and he was flying today, so I haven't noticed any real setbacks. So yeah, he should be right, I reckon.
Cool.
Thanks, Joel.